Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hey! Hi, folks.
Yay. We're
Hi,
alive.
Cian.
Hey,
Yes.
Matteo. How's it going?
NodeConf 2020. Come on.
Yay. We made it, man. We made it.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. It's been a bit
Yeah.
of a crazy year. But
It has definitely been, Cian. You are in
yeah.
Ireland, right? You are the only one in Ireland at this point, probably. I'm
I'm
joking.
I'm in southeast of Ireland. Small town in the southeast of Ireland, broadcasting live. And where are you, Matteo?
I'm in Italy. Hey, I am in the Emilia Romagna in Italy. We are almost in lockdown here. So whatever. But it's good that we're streaming NodeConf EU today. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty happy about being able to actually have a NodeConf use this year, which is a
Mm.
complete, well, actually NodeConf Remote, which was essentially our effort to get to keep the uh, oh, maybe we need to. How can we steal a remote flag? I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry about this. It's a typical recurring joke of all NodeConfs that the flag gets stolen. I don't know. There have been some very good memories about past NodeConfs. So I don't know, Ken. You probably have a lot of those.
I have a couple of stolen flags here that got returned to me, actually. Some very, very fond memories. Yeah, yeah. God, we've had some times. In fairness, it's been quite the experience. Um, but yeah, where do we start? The NodeConf came around. It was 2012. Uh, Anton Wally and I. Anton is probably there. Hello, Anton. Um, we started the Dublin Node.js meetup early 2012, and I think we were like 3 or 4 meetups in, and we were standing down the quays in Dublin on a Friday morning, and I was talking about going to NodeConf US, and and somehow in the conversation it came around where I was like, we should do a NodeConf, and Anton looked at me going, "You're crazy," and I was going, "Damn right I am. Let's do it!" And so, that conversation on the quays in Dublin back in 2012 led to the first NodeConf happening. And amazing sometimes when you have an idea and decide to go with it and see what happens, that good things can happen. So actually, funnily enough, the first NodeConf we hosted it in the Guinness factory in Dublin, which is pretty cool. And actually, we nearly had Emily Rose, who's hopefully there somewhere. There was a bit of a pyrotechnic demo that went wrong on the last day of NodeConf, and we managed to fill the conference room full of smoke from a smoke machine, and we came pretty close to having to have the Guinness factory evacuated. That was kind of pretty cool, but year on year, it's really taken a life of its own. And what really is a lovely thing with NodeConf is just the people that keep coming back every year, the new people that come to the event, and just made a lot of friends, like, over the years, and friends for life, not just tech friends, but real friends. And so it's very special, like it's personally special to me, and of personal importance to me, like to keep flying the NodeConf flag, albeit that it's virtual this year. We'd have to figure out a way to get someone to steal it, I guess. But like, I suppose 2020 is just it's a funny year, and the world has been turned upside down, and it's been tough on everybody, but luckily we're still in one piece, and I guess coming into the planning phase of this year, when everything, March, April 2020 was a funny time. We were worried whether the world was going to end, what was really going to happen, and we were sitting down, and going, are we going to do a NodeConf or not this year? And it really felt like something we should do. We're going to keep that flag flying and keep it going, and unfortunately we can't meet in person, but to anyone that's attending the conference this year, like there are loads of people attending as well. That could be friends of yours. They could be co-founders of a company, or they could be people that you work with on an open source project, and that's the thing that I personally enjoy about being involved in community is being a part of enabling community events to happen. If things work out well, you can sit back and just enjoy seeing people making new friends, which is so I mean, this year obviously we're doing NodeConf Remote, and next year, if we can do an in-person event, we will. If we can't, we'll do whatever we can to keep it going, because it's my intention and dream to keep NodeConf going. And I guess just in terms of this year's conference, I'd love to just give a big shout out to our sponsors. Thank you so much to Bloomberg and IBM, Red Hat, and NearForm, for sponsoring this event and making it happen. A big shout out to Collina, who's set up the conference, and Matteo and the team for putting it together and making it happen. And I think as well, I suppose another thing which is kind of a bit of a tangent or whatever, but just talking about Node in general. I mean, I can remember in the early days when we started NearForm, we were very excited about the technology. We didn't know if anybody was going to use it in a serious way. This is kind of back like 8 years ago. I can remember dreaming that you'd end up with big financial companies or telcos or whatever using the technology, and that would be a big thing or whatever. And so this year, over the last few years, really, we've had a dream come true at NearForm, where we've been really involved in helping to make the open source project happen and support it in any way we can. But then actually seeing it being used all over the world now is something that we get a great feeling from. And we had a bit of an adventure ourselves this year. So March of this year, I got a call from somebody working for the Irish government, asking could we build an app for COVID-19, and so we decided we'd have a go and we'd see what we could build for them, and so we built the app for Ireland, and the app went viral, and then we open sourced the app, and it's now been adopted like all over the world. So it's now called COVID Green. That's the open source project. It's under Linux Foundation Public Health. It's green for Ireland, but it's also green for the map of the world, going back to the nice green uninfected color. It's crazy, like the work that we put in March and April, May of this year, working with Ireland, to build this system, which has been really successful. It's all down to open source, and it's all down to Node.js in a large part. The ability to be able to share that technology with other governments then and see it rolled out in other places, it's just really, really rewarding. And so at this point, there are multiple governments all over the world who are now picking up COVID Green and starting to adopt it and roll it out. And that's all down to this project that we got involved with 8-9 years ago, when we had an idea to do a conference when nobody was using the technology, and kind of got behind it, and it's now turned into something that's real in the world. And so for anyone at the conference, or just in general, you can meet people that you end up working with for the rest of your life, or having real experiences and adventures with at this conference. And it's certainly it's been my experience, getting involved in the community. I've ended up working with loads of people that have really changed my life at NearForm, and it's all from the open source community and getting involved in that. So that's it, really. I just hope everybody has a really positive experience here, and I don't know what else to say, Matteo. Maybe you want to add something, if you're still there. Have we lost you, Matteo Collina? Okay. Oh, there you are. Hey, Matteo.
Audio problems for some reason. I don't know. Chrome went all over the place.
It's those
So
asynchronous
I am back
non-blocking
without headphones.
leprechauns.
Apparently, things are not working anymore there. We'll see what's going on. So hey, it was a fantastic run through. I listened just a tiny bit of it. So thank you for all of that. I wanted to say a few things on this year NodeConf EU that became NodeConf Remote. And where we have and what we have thought when we were starting to assemble this agenda. You will see that. So one of the key things when we start working on a new NodeConf edition every single year, it's the fact of how can we get a cool balance of speakers, which is diverse and it provides different level of content and so on and so forth in Ireland. Now, usually there's traveling people from all over the place to a single spot. It's first of all, it's expensive and not really everybody can travel. So this year we have decided to take a slightly different approach. So in fact, we can travel, right? We can travel, we can't move around, but this doesn't stop us in getting some of the most knowledgeable speakers to present, people that did not come to NodeConf EU ever, or they only came like so many years ago. And I'm super happy about having some of them. I was super enthusiastic when we get Trevor Norris back to speak at NodeConf EU, which is for me was one of the greatest achievement of this. He's going to present some very nice feedbacks, and then there is a lot of others. There is Beth, there is Liz, there is a huge lot of people, and all the other ones that I forget now, and I'm so sorry about it. One of the key changes that we've done this year is that we have split the days when bringing the NodeConf EU format to NodeConf Remote. We have tried to bridge the gap between the two worlds. In NodeConf EU, you will have 3 days in the morning of talks and 3 days in the afternoon of workshops. For NodeConf Remote, we have decided to split it over the course of the full week. So welcome to NodeConf Remote week. And you will have talks the first 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, and then there will be workshops on the next 3 days. So you can actually attend there is a full roster of fantastic speakers that can deliver good talks and good workshops. And you can learn, hopefully you will learn a lot. Know that there is a massive waiting lists for the workshops. So for the free workshops, especially, I'm talking about 200-300 people each. So if you think if you register for one and you cannot attend, please unregister. Okay, make sure that you unregister, and so that you leave the spot for somebody else. We expect a little bit of no shows, but please make sure that if you don't show up, if you don't plan to come and show up, please unregister so we can give your spot to somebody else. And without no further ado, I think it's about time that we go back to everybody else, to the big conference. It's almost about time for the first talk. So I don't know, Cian, have you got anything to add?
No, not really. I just hope everybody enjoys. I hope you all enjoy it, and you get a positive experience out of NodeConf Remote.
I just wanted to say one last thing, and just want to thank you, Cian, for having creating such an amazing conference and spirit. It's fairness to say that NodeConf changed my life. So it's in a very dear place in my heart, and I hope it can impact so many other people in the future. And I hope you all love this event as much as I always have been. So, yay. Thank you for listening to our ramblings at NodeConf EU and NodeConf Remote, and messing the two names, whatever. And yay, it's a time that we start. So I don't know, Katie. It's about time for Katie, really, but we'll see where we are a little bit early for some of our slot, so we might need to keep rambling here. I don't know.
Do you know any JavaScript jokes? You know?
No, I don't have any JavaScript jokes, so we can talk about. I don't have any JavaScript jokes, but you should follow. Okay, so we can. I don't have any JavaScript joke, Cian. So I think it's about time we go back to our to the first speaker of the. Actually, there is a little bit of thing to say. We need to really thank our sponsors, Cian. We have forgot. I would just want to thank all the sponsors that made NodeConf Remote possible. Without them, we wouldn't have the fantastic team that is doing the streaming and all those things. So I just wanted to thank IBM, Bloomberg, Red Hat, and last but not least, NearForm, that we are the hosts. Hey. So thank you to all of them. So I would say that it's about time for one of a small short video from our fantastic sponsor, Bloomberg Engineering, and then here you go.